Apparently, I'm meant to be live right now because I was just chilling. Look at you all. You're just sitting there waiting for me to go live. I'm sitting here placing blocks, not realizing what the time was. What is even going on? Oh man, my voice is rough this morning. Turn that music down. Hello, I didn't sleep well last night. Uni's already on the server. People are not messing around this morning. Ooh. Things happening. This craft happening. Oh, okay. We're just chilling. I'm tired. Wow, I'm tired this morning. Did you get it working, Kariana, or did you give up? From the screenshot, that is there. Crystal Growth Chamber. Oh, different mod pack. Different mod pack. From the screenshots you were sharing last night, Kariana, I feel like there's a pipe problem if things are not working. Which we all know how much you love those pipes. Oh, that's a screenshot for the go live. Me rubbing my nose. Clearly it's meant to be this morning, folks. How is everybody? Awake at 6 a.m. and back at it? Man, I got up at 8 thinking, oh, can I do this today? Can I just stay in bed? I want to stay in bed. But no, we're here. And we're getting our jobs done. Just, I'll show you what we're working on in a second. I'm just making the walls not look like butts. Because, you know, butts are cute and all, but not when they look like this. And I think this is gonna look a lot better. How's everybody doing this morning? Obviously, Kariana is stressed about Mechanism, which is understandable, because Mechanism is stressful. How's everybody else? Hope everyone's having a good weekend. I know I certainly am. Just chilling, playing some Minecraft, not thinking about work, which is always a nice change of pace, if I do say so myself. This exchanging gadgets are like the bomb, folks. Just bomb. Passive mobs keep spawning in your Botania compact machine. Passive mob. I didn't even know passive mobs could spawn in compact machines. That's interesting. That is very interesting. Feeling so fresh, got some G Fuel. It's a lovely day here in the UK, ready to play some CT whilst watching my favorite streamer. Oh my goodness. Who are you gonna go watch? Sorry, had to. Couldn't help myself there. That is very sweet, Jody. It sounds like you're gonna have a good day indeed. Oh, there's things happening. There are things happening. Okay. Let's get this show on the road. Let's empty out our inventory of all the shenanigans that we just dropped from all the things that we just did. And let me show you, when the server catches up, what we be working on. I'm not showing you yet. I'm looking at the floor while I pick up the bits and pieces. Still not showing you, although you probably saw before. You confused yet? Okay. Ow! I'm hitting. Ow! I hit all the walls. Rip the walls. Okay. So, plan of attack for today. What do we got music-wise happening? I don't know if I'm feeling this ambient, music. I want something a little bit more. Can we go some 80s synth? Let's go some synthwave. Something a little different for a Sunday. Oh, hey, Geordie, hey. Okay, so what are we doing today, folks? Power. Power is an issue. And at the moment, I'm only, well, at the moment, as of the end of last week's stream, I was only generating power during the day because I was worried about running out of oil. So I was using the solar tower that we built to passively run the steam generator. Well, things have changed, and we're going to work on some more of that today. First up, my power gen is gone. It's all been removed because it was messy and ugly and shenanigans were afoot, and I was not a fan. It's just such a big, clunky setup that I was just like, nah, there's better ways we can do this, that it's not so chunky. I still want to work on getting this tidied up. And we may even step away from garden closures and just build like a field of each and have them harvesting somehow. But at the moment, this isn't really powering anything. This is just powering itself. So I'm not too stressed about it. And I still want to leave this up here on the surface because I think it's kind of cool, like the early machines in the factory or in the vault, or what am I trying to say? Words in the farm. But let's harvest these so we get some more. Server's being a little bit temperamental today. I've noticed a couple of times I've done things and things have just not happened, like at all. But anyway, so yeah, so I've removed all the stuff up here, which also means the live wires that are up here that kept zapping people when they walked past, they're gone. So that's cool. So what I have been doing though is Affinity Booster cards. Just make the creative wireless. That recipe's simple. You should be able to do that by now. That's not too bad. That actually isn't too bad. The hardest part in this is the crystalline. That recipe is a little bit chunky, but I know that JC's got that up and running. Unless these are really bad. No, they're all normal recipes. Yeah, they're all normal recipes. Ender stars are a little bit of a pain. Those are a little bit of a pain. Oh yeah, this is a surprisingly simple recipe. I mean, unless this is... No, that's normal recipe. Okay, so... Yeah, well, that's one of the things that I'm liking about this pack, Geordie, is it's kitchen sink. So there's lots, like, you can just kind of go whichever direction you want to go in. It's got a huge quest line, so if you want to scratch that itch of, like, checking all the boxes, there's heaps to go and do. But it also has some recipe tweaks and some end game changes and things to go towards. So it's not all just cheesable, right? But yeah, I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it so far. Packed up today, showing no brine, but I changed nothing. Well, no brine. If it's no brine, if it says, okay, so if it says no brine, okay, hang on. Yeah. Kadian. Let me go, before I show you what I'm working on, let me help Kadiana just for a sec. We go to Shifter's base. He's got a mechanism set up I can look at. Oh, I can't get down. Oh, I can. So, in this tower, oh, that's lithium. So, this tower, the brine's full and the production's 0. That means that the brine is backed up. So assuming that the pipes are correct and it's taking out the fluid needed, it means the brine is backed up. Does that mean he's filled his ball? No, that's not possible. How do I get down there? Can I not have to get down there anymore? I used to be able to get down there. No, never mind. Yeah, so the brine's full, which means he's not using any brine, and the production is at 0. If the brine is empty and the production is positive, that means you're using all of the brine that you are producing. Right? Then if I go... Oh, well, hang on. He's not doing 5x. Is anyone doing 5x on the server? I guess probably not. That's about as far as I can show you, because the rest of this is not for ore processing. The rest of this is for fuel. Is that... I don't know if what I just showed helps. But basically, if your brine's backed up and production is 0... Yeah, you might have changed nothing, but you may have got more ore to process, right? So that the system's now using more brine than it was. Because the void miner would still be producing resources while you're offline. Doesn't sleep away this rain. Oh, the void miner doesn't. Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if you had that set up to keep running while you're offline. Just gonna sleep away this rain, folks. Oh, yeah. Sorry. Yeah, that makes sense. Well, if the brine's empty and the heat bar was full, that means you're using all the brine that you're producing. Which is not a bad thing. Right. Okay. I added some more work. I did some work, folks. See down there? The void miner's gone because I moved it. Let's go to the sub-basement. No, it's okay, Kaviana. I just wish that I knew what was going on and could help. It doesn't compute in my head. So, first up, I dug out this area. Now, this is not decorated yet because we've got stuff to do still. But this is where my void miners are going to be. I'm setting up for 4 at the moment. I may do 6. I don't know how long this base is going to be. I'm not quite sure yet, but I'm setting up for 4 so far. And so these are set at the right height that they should fit. I think they'll fit and be flush with this floor when they're done. At tier 6. Now, do we have any litherite? How much litherite do we have? Not a lot. We've not got a lot of litherite yet. I can't make crystal lenses until I get the next tier. Do I have a road? I've only got 22 rhodium as well. So we're still a long way off being able to upgrade to the next tier of this bad boy. But this was a lot of digging because we're down even further because we built the void miner up at that level. So we've dug right down. We're at Y10 here. Something to be aware of is if you don't have Optifine on, turn on when you come down here, it's going to be very foggy. Very foggy. Because we're at the bottom of the bottom. Which is kind of a cool effect when you think about it. But like, it also makes it really hard to see. So I have fog turned off just because it means I can see things, which is great. So we're gonna have some void ore miners down here, and then on the other side of our sub basement is where we're gonna put our initial power plant. Ta-da! Ooh, that's an effect. So I have moved the steam generator. Oh, what? I lost all my... Rip. Is that not... Hang on. So you can put scaffolding on pipes and it does this. See, it puts the pipe inside the scaffolding, which is a really cool look. But I don't know why all my scaffolding disappeared. Anyway, I got distracted again. So this is what we had up on the service, just rejigged down in the basement here. So I've got a steam turbine that is running an alternator that is charging up all of the HP capacitors and then going into my flux network, which is pretty neat. And this is running off a boiler that is running off diesel and distilled water, and the distilled water is running off a sink because modded Minecraft. So that's neat. And then I've got over here my tower, which is distilling all of my fluid, all of the oil. We're pumping in oil from our ender tank. We're getting 15 millibuckets a tick at the moment, which is one pump jack. And we're net positive on our diesel, which is what we're using. And this goes down and off to the machines. So the plan is to have multiple of these. So one boiler runs one steam turbine, and so to do multiple, which is what I do, I want to do 4 and 4. I want to do 8 steam turbines, and then I'll have two towers, 2 distilling towers. What I'm trying to say. Words are hard. And then back here we'll have multiple distiller and boilers, so 1 for each. And then the steam comes along here and will pop up here, and then we'll come along and pop up and pop up and pop up. So it's kind of like the plan for what we're doing. I haven't thought about roof in here yet. I feel like it needs to be something dark. It's too light in here because mobs were spawning down here, so I had to put some mega torches down. Probably need to hide them in the walls so they're not so ugly. And we need to work out what's happening with the roof in here. But this is kind of what I want to work on first today, is like scaling up some of our power production. Although we aren't using a lot. So maybe my plans for today are completely unnecessary. Because you can see we're making 5.2, which is interesting because each one of these will output 4,500. You can see most of them aren't running. That one's running. So there's only one running at the moment. So I guess our battery is full. Is our battery full? Let's go have a look. It's up here. Yes. So this is our buffer, a measly 1 million. So that's full. So we're not actually using the power. So maybe I don't need to do this today. I didn't want to rebuild all this on stream because you'd already watched me build this. I just wanted to move it. But now I want to scale it up, and now I maybe don't need to. So my first laid plans for today are completely useless. Rip. What was... Oh. That is too funny. Skull the Unicorn, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the pack. Happiest of Sundays. How is your day going? There you go. There you go. Uni, there's your 1 coin back. That is awesome. I'm very happy for you. So yeah, so this is running now. What I tested was the oil production. So I've been running around trying to find oil wells everywhere. There's one here, which is great, and I probably should light this up a little bit better because my goodness, it's dark. We don't want no mobs spawning in the basements. There is running water somewhere nearby as well. Yeah, so these run at 15. So they use 1000 RF, and they run at 15 millibuckets a tick. And then when they run out, so this one had almost 8,000 buckets of oil. When they run out of oil, they keep producing, but only at 6 millibuckets a tick. So you kind of need 2.5 like empty oil spots to equate to 1 full-time one. Hey, Spirit, welcome to the pack. Happy Sunday. Thank you for the follow. How's it going? Hope you're having a good one. I know I am. So I found a couple of different spots. There's one here. There's another oil spot here. There's another oil spot here. And there's one down here. This is the one that we had up on the surface. I pulled that out. So the testing that I did though was even when they run out of oil and they're just running on trickle feed, they do still produce enough diesel to keep this as a net positive. So as long as I have 1 pump jack for each setup, I should be able to run this indefinitely. And this just, it constantly produces power. As long as this is spinning, it produces power. Whether or not you use it, doesn't matter, right? So the logic I'm using here is as long as we're net positive on our diesel, we can run a turbine. And if we are using all of the power, we'll be pulling out, what is it? 1, 2, 3, 6. It'll be pulling out 24,000 RF a tick. So if we times that by our 8 systems, my math is too slow at this hour of the morning, 24 times 8. That's almost 200,000 RF a tick just running on steam and residual oil. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. And it kind of makes sense that like a Volt would run on like steam turbines of some sort, you know? Maybe not. It'd probably run on some form of geothermal, right? Or nuclear power. Now that I think about it, that's probably a terrible idea. But the logic was like there'd be big machines. Like you think like in a submarine or something, there's like big machines that keep it all running. I kind of felt like that was fitting for the Volt kind of scenario that we've got happening here. Is these big machines that keep the life support going in the event of a disaster kind of thing. That's kind of the logic I was going with. It makes sense in my head. So yeah, so I think Potux, no. Does that mean your trip is cancelled? That makes me sad. I was excited. I wanted to see photos. Still going to town, but not to the... Okay. Well, I mean, as long as you get to go have a coffee and maybe a bite for lunch and stuff, that's still okay. I just realized I want to do the walls here because this is bugging me. These walls. Like, so. What is Maynards? What is Maynards? Maynards. I don't know what Maynards is. Realize I need some more. Chisel those. Like, oh, okay. Ooh, there's lava underneath me. Okay, that'll do me. Kind of feel like I want that to be that block. That's gonna look weird. No, that's okay. Okay. Ooh, okay. There's something really super satisfying about doing not house renovations per se, but like just like improving little things around the home. Very, very satisfying. When I was digging out this space, I hit the mystical agriculture farm again, so I'm just gonna have to move that. That's just gonna have to go somewhere else. My plans for that are gonna change because all of the stuff in the basement gets in the way. I'm gonna have to move it somewhere else that I can be a little bit more just put it where I want it kind of thing. But that's okay. Let's get all this tidied up. What should we do the roof in here? I feel it should be really dark. I feel like the roof should be really dark. Placed the fan in the bedroom as a remote with the light and fan. That is fantastic, and I love it. That is fantastic. I have ooh, dark spot. I have need fact feral. I have a fan downstairs in the ceiling that was there when I moved in, and it hasn't worked since I moved in, and I've lived here for 5 years now. I just yeah, I don't know that I'm ever gonna get it fixed, to be perfectly honest. It's one of those things that, like, I have like a tower fan thing that sits in the living room, and it's a small living room, so that's like totally fine. And I can move it and I can adjust it, and like it kind of does what I need it to do. I don't really need a bigger, like I don't need a big fan in the ceiling running all the time kind of thing. So yeah, it just sits there, and I've been meaning to remove it for quite some time, just because on the odd occasion, because I have relatively low ceilings, and on the odd occasion it gets in the way. And when someone's walking around upstairs, it jingles, like the little pull strings on it jingle against the lights that are on it. It's just a terrible setup, so I need to remove it. But it's just like, it's one of those things that, like, you know, I'll get to it when I get to it. It's not a priority. But I probably, there's lots of ducks. Oh no, because I moved the feral lamp. That's right. They'll all light up in a second. But yeah, it's just one of those things that, like, you know, I probably should do it, but it's not gonna hurt anybody if it just sits there and doesn't do anything. It's not hooked up to power or anything anymore. It was like a retrofit from one of the previous owners as well. Oh yeah, I can time and a bottle those ferals. Yeah, that's a good idea. I figured nothing's gonna spawn while I'm down here, but it's probably I keep forgetting. Wow, I've got 66 hours on my time in a bottle. I keep forgetting that I got this in this mod. Okay, that should cover us. I'm gonna sneeze. Whoa, that was a big sneeze. Woo. Ah. The nose. Oh, that felt good though. Love a good sneeze. Except when you don't. Do you ever have those sneezes where, like, that split second before you sneeze, your entire body tenses, and then when you sneeze, your entire body aches, and it's just like, ooh, so painful? Yeah, I hate those sneezes. Those sneezes are terrible. Sure, we will just do this. Ceiling fan in this room was there when we moved into Deaf Illiterate. Yeah. Okay, what should we do for ceiling, folks? More factory blocks? I feel like factory blocks is a safe bet. The question is, which factory block? Says it in a while. Yeah. I only sneeze in this room. I don't know why. I probably need to, I don't know, dust or something. But like, this is the only room in the house I sneeze in. I don't know. It's a thing. Ceiling. I don't want something too busy. I think I just want something dark. Like that. Rusty plates. Rusty plates looks good. Hey, Botox. Let's try this rusty plates. See if this looks any good. Ooh, it could. It might also be terrible. You know what? I don't actually hate that. Let's do a bit more and see. I also need to go repair my chisel before it breaks. Actually, let's go repair our chisel before it breaks. Main floor. And let's grab our anvil. Diamond anvil and what am I looking for? Flux point. But right now you can live at the foot of my bed. Nope. That's a terrible spot for it, but that's okay. Hello, you repairing? Yeah, you're repairing. Oh man, that's just really slow to repair. Why does this mod pack not have the tooltips that shows you the durability and stuff? Is that a setting that I don't have turned on? Advanced tooltips? Oh, hey, Naga. Happy Sunday. There we go. Advanced tooltips, baby. That has a lot of durability. My goodness. $27,000 RFT. So that's probably all the power that the steam turbine makes. Yeah, because we drained the battery completely. Okay. Well, that's good to know. So we make about 27,000 from the single steam turbine. So if we make all... Sorry, 29,000 from a single steam turbine. So if we make all of them... Really? Oh yeah, that filled up again. Huh. I guess it does fill pretty quick. So yeah, so we make all 8 of these, and we can go that way if we need to make more. Like, we could keep going indefinitely, really. But we're not going to do that. Okay, let's try this one, which is all. Doesn't the sound of the armor annoy me? You know what? Yeah, not so much. It's kind of different. But I feel like I've got used to it. All the sound effects in this mod pack are a little bit up there. Do I like that? I don't know if I like that now. Let's do it anyway. It's easy enough to change out again if I don't like it. There's and also because like every surface you walk on has a sound in this mod pack as well. So like even if I wasn't hearing the armor, I'd be hearing something. That's for sure. Gotta be careful when you're exchanging gadget around immersive engineering multi-blocks, folks. Just because you never know what's gonna get decided that it's gonna change, right? I don't hate this. I'm not totally in love with it either, though. But like I said, I don't hate it either. Okay. Oh, you know what? That actually looks okay. With it all in the ceiling like that. That kind of gives me the look I was after. Because I wanted it to be kind of like, hey, this is a basement, right? This is meant to be a bit gloomy. And I kind of feel that works. You know, the rusty walls, the dark roof, and the mesh floor. Yeah, okay. I'm okay with this. Okay, we need to make a whole lot more factory blocks. Cool. Those away. Love this is gentleman sound with the armor and the water jet sounds. Yeah, the water sound is always too noisy. Always too noisy. I don't know why. Like, whoever plays these mod packs when they're like building them clearly doesn't use headphones and doesn't understand like game balance. Because whenever like I start a mod, it's like, hey, how much do I need to turn down the sounds? Oh, like a lot. Like most of this stuff's like 10, 20, the max is like 40. I have hostile creatures up just so I hear them. But like, ugh, rip. Botania petals is similar, you can bane. No. Wish you can bone meal an area of Botania petals. Just make Botania seeds, and then you just use the essence to make whatever petals you need. Well, whatever flowers you need. Then you don't have to worry about it. The seeds again. Now you just need pollution mod to have ceiling full of smoke. Are there smokers? There is the smoking block from the Twilight Forest. Which would kind of do that. I've used them in the past for some really cool effects. Actually, I used those on my last when we played through MCE in the power plant to make it look like the steam vents on the power plant actually were smoking. That was very cool. Is there separate sounds for dynamic? Ah. Individual sound configuration. Ah. So I can turn off running water sound? I can't click that assert. Okay. Interesting. Okay, I'll play with that. Hey, Red. Not found an edge debris. Use 10 beds. That is unfortunate. That ancient debris is definitely a tricky one to find. Jordy's gonna cut the grass while it's nice out. Is that a euphemism, Jordy? Or are you actually gonna go mow the lawns? I'm just stirring with you, my friend. There is definitely a little bit of lag happening today, but you know, that's okay. Okay. Oh, I didn't chisel. Didn't chisel him. Let's get this ceiling all filled in. And it'll look pretty nice. I can go a bigger range than this. Cover more at once. Such big areas. I have to think, sorry, I have to think when I'm doing this. Oh, I ran out already? Jeez. I mean, this is a pretty big area. But those factory blocks get used real fast. Okay. You and... you. And then I should just be able to... Whoa. That truck that just went past, like, shook the floor. I don't know if you heard that. I felt it. That was weird. Okay. That's... I mean, that's sufficiently dark and gloomy. I like that. That works. There is definitely... Oh, it's an eclipse. Yeah, I had one of those last night and I was like, should I tell everyone there's an eclipse? Will people get online in the middle of the night just to get horologium? I need to get started on Astral Sorcery. I need to get started. Okay, so what I want to do, I want to set up at least a second one of these, I think. Just so that this is all working right. I think that's what we'll do first. These distillers produce salt. It produces Immersive Engineering salt though, which isn't in the pack. It's addicted to mechanism salt, so it doesn't actually stack with anything else. So I just put a little void void drawer there. If it fills up, it fills up, kind of thing. I probably don't even need those storage upgrades because we're gonna have one for each of these. So yeah. So let's get this happening. So we need a sink. Means I'm probably gonna need a bucket of water. Got one on me. Get my bucket back. Which we will refill. That stuff away. I don't have a lot of conduits. We don't have access to... I have one conduit. Perfect. That's all I needed. I don't have access to those materials quite yet. So yeah. This is all we're going to be able to make as well. So we want to make one distiller and one boiler, and then another set of these. So distiller, let's get our engineer's manual and our hammer. Put away those for now. Distiller, that requires 7 steel covering, 3 fluid pipes, redstone, 2 light, and iron sheet metal. Okay, at immersive. 7, 1, 2 light. Do not have enough sheet metal. And I need some pipes. How much are we short? We are short 6 sheet metal. Ooh, I don't have any iron plates. I don't have automation set up for iron plates. Let's go do that. I think we've got enough machines that we can automate this stuff. Oh, I should turn back on. Hang on. Turn this back on. Just so we're producing while we're here. Okay. Iron plate. Does this require, like, pressing? It doesn't. We can totally... Ooh, we need patents. Totally do that. I like recipes that don't require a machine. It makes me very happy. Very happy indeed. Oh, I'm going to need quite a lot of these, actually. In fact, let's go... Iron sheet metal. Pipe. Let's teach it a couple of these basic things that we need pretty regularly. And then... Engineering. You. And you. I know this has got a whole lot of components, but... And scaffolding. Teach it how to make scaffolding as well. Yes, I have room for these things. I was like, do I actually have room for these recipes now that I've made them? Apparently we do. Okay. So, at Immersive, I need, let's just make 10 of those for now. Yeah, that'll work. I am very happy with how this is working, folks. I think this works pretty neat. Okay, so sheet metal. Okay. So the way this goes is like so. And then... Oops. I've made enough of these now that I think I've memorized the layout. I think he says as he gets it wrong. Yep. He says as he gets it wrong. Nothing to see here, folks. Nothing to see here. I totally know what I'm doing. I'm a hexpert. No freaking clue, guys. No clue. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Hammer? Hammer time. Okay, that works. Probably want a lever on that. Those cave noises are very cave noisery today. I need a flux point on that. Oops. Moving too fast. Gotta wait for the game to catch up. Flux point. You need to be set to insert water. And now we get into distilled water. Beautiful. Okay. There. That comes out. We're going to need a drawer. And a void upgrade for said drawer. And we'll lock that after we've got some things in there, because I can't pick this up because it'll turn into normal salt. Okay, so that's... Yeah, this is going to look real nice. Oh yeah, I'm happy with this. Okay, and then we're going to want... I think I'm just going to run the pipe for this over top. I don't think I'm going to come down for all of them. Use the capacitor, the draconic capacitor. This guy. The Wyvern flux capacitor or the draconic flux capacitor when you can upgrade it to that. But this one holds 64 million and it has a whole, like you can set it to be armor only or held items or all items. There's a couple of different options and you can upgrade it so it holds even more. And then when you get to the next tier, it holds 256 million RF, which is a lot of RF. But that will keep you safe. Okay, so we've got to distill it. Then we need another boiler. This is very similar to what we just built, except this one uses some heavy blocks instead. I think it's 4 heavy. Yeah, okay, so let's grab at Immersive. Get some heavy blocks, more scaffolding. I probably need some more scaffolding. I need another redstone. And I'll definitely need some more sheet metal. I'll definitely need some more scaffolding. Sure. I can imagine there are definitely some big battles in the future. Okay, so this is another... I'm going to remove this because I've just realized that if I connect it, it's going to try and pump water into my diesel line, because this is the diesel line. It goes underneath. I've got diesels coming up from here, so I'm cheesing the system a little bit using a fluid conduit to pump out with, so it doesn't need power. Okay, let's get this happening. They will be fine. You know what? I quite like Immersive Engineering. I think they've done a really good job of making it so that the mechanics behind it seem a little bit more realistic. I realize I need more, and I probably need to break these pipes. That one for right now. And I like that, right? I think I need more. Stop. Pause. Yeah, more sheet metal. It is called Immersive Engineering, yeah. But I like the way that they kind of worked the different components together, right? Like what you build actually, like, so all of this has like shape and form, and when I complete it, where do I click? Where do I click? Did I get this wrong? Did I get this layout wrong? No, that's right. On the center sheet metal iron block on the long side. There we go. Yeah, it's kind of, I like it. I like it. It's neat. I think it's neat. Okay, let's chuck that there. We'll disconnect that from there. And this should already be running. Oh, no, I need to put the distilled water in. There. Okay, that is already running. Now, in theory, we're now going to be a net negative. Okay, we're still net positive, but that's because that is a new oil pump. So it can keep up with 2. Oops, let's do this as well. What I might do is, for these ones here, I'll bring this one down the middle and bring it back out and connect up to there. That might work. And that's a little neat. Yeah. Yeah, I like that. What I need some sense. So one distiller will run one steam turbine, and one distiller will run one boiler, and one boiler will run one steam turbine. And I want to have 8 steam turbines. So all of these are going to be steam turbines, and then this side's going to be the same again. So we're going to have the 4 boilers and distillers, and then we'll have 4 steam turbines on this side as like my main power gen. Because, you know, like, I've done mechanism power, I've done nuclear craft power, I've done both types of nuclear craft power, the fission and the fusion reactors. Everyone always skips over immersive engineering, right? And like, this machine, I mean, it's a big setup, don't get me wrong, and this can run on biodiesel. It doesn't require oil. This is something else I was checking on Potox. But even when the pump jack is dry, it still produces enough oil to keep running at almost full capacity. So as long as I get 8 pump jacks set up around my base somewhere, I'll be fine. But the 8... So if we get all 8 of these set up and running, we'll be producing just shy of 200,000 RF a tick if we need it. So that's kind of the plan, you know? Use something that's a little bit different, and it kind of goes with the feel of the vault, right? You'd have like a big machine room full of life support machines and stuff. So I thought this would be kind of cool. If we find that like late game we need like a lot of power for something, we'll look into what our options are then. But why run on oil? Because that's what it runs on. To make enough biodiesel, the infrastructure for that is just like kind of shenanigans. It requires a lot of crops to run on biodiesel. Whereas the oil is set and forget, and I don't have to, like I say, even when it runs out. So this at the moment is producing 15 millibuckets a tick. When it runs out and it uses up the 8,000 buckets, it'll still produce 6 millibuckets a tick, which is enough to run the one boiler. So that's why I need one for each. Oops. A little bit stuck there. And there are other ways of getting the oil as well. So once we get our void miners running properly, you get this oil sand, which can be converted into, each one of these can be converted into a bucket of oil. Oil is infinite, yes. It just, you get less of it once you drain the oil spot. So you get a constant, so if we go over here, another oil spot that we've already drilled out from before. That's a dark spot. That's gonna come bite me in the butt. Excuse me running through all these tunnels. I was trying to find oil. So here, this one here. See how it says up to 6 millibuckets a tick from trace oil? So I've already drained the 9,000 buckets of oil that was in this chunk. But that 6 millibuckets a tick is enough to run the boiler and still be net positive on diesel production. So as long as I have at least one pump jack for each active boiler, I believe we should be good, even if they're all dry and running on just trace oil. So at the moment, that one pump jack that's running is keeping up with the 2 boilers because it's running at 15 millibuckets versus the 6 we'll get from that other one. Then let's get another steam turbine set up. Can I vein mine this? Yeah, well, like, it'll run 2.5 boilers, yeah. So really, like, you could do 2 pump jacks will run 5. But once they run out, you would need the 5. And I don't know exactly how much they use because it's still net positive, right? So it's not even like that. Well, yeah. So you probably could run 3 boilers off 2 pump jacks. You are probably right. Yeah. I don't know what the exact value is. Let's get this swapped out. Just happen to have 1 factory block on me. Actually, I want to leave those ones not like that, just so that they do keep the pattern. I've got a power cell under there. New question. Sure. Shoot. Okay, and then I need another steam turbine. So I need redstone. 24 heavy engineering blocks. Is very expensive. Oops. At Immersive. 1 redstone. Did I say 20 or 24? 24 heavy engineering. 1 redstone. 24. So I need steel mechanical components. Yeah, good question. So you can have multiple pump jacks in one chunk, and while there is still oil in the chunk, it will pump faster. So 2 pump jacks will give you 30 millibuckets a tick, 3 pump jacks 45, so on and so on. But once, this is already, I moved this down to the basement. But once it gets down to trace oil, doesn't matter how many pump jacks you have, it'll still only do 6 millibuckets a tick. I don't quite know how they do that. Maybe secondary pump, like maybe only 1 pump jack will work and the others will say like not enough oil or something. I'm not entirely sure. I should teach us how to make steel plates. For the heavies. Oh, I have to do this in a machine? Okay. Let's go like so. So yeah, you can definitely improve your throughput. Do I not have a compactor? I do have a compactor there. But only so far, right? So if we go heavy, 24 of these again. I needed 18 more. Okay. And steel mechanicals require 2 for each. So I need 36. Oops. A little bit worried about running out of steel, but we should be okay. No, we'll be fine. Okay, while that's happening, what else do we need? Radiator blocks. Let's teach you how to make those. Because again, something we're going to use a fair amount of. Should make some more patterns. I have to make nether quartz, a nether quartz. Got a little bit of that. Oh, there's a chest here as well. I'll wait for JC to come online before I open this chest, because I know what's in this chest. Because I was in his stream last night when he put it there. He should have put a sign on there. It says, open me. Free things inside. But yeah, we'll wait till JC gets online before we do that. I love free things. Okay. Where is my fortune pick? Give me all the nether quartz. Okay. I'm using my old simple storage network as my ender chest kind of thing. So I've got all of my tools and stuff in here. Kind of a neat way of doing it. And this, I only got the one that works for this dimension. I don't have the one that works cross dimension yet because I don't have the stuff for it. I need to go get purple and stuff from the end. I just haven't got that far yet. But yeah, the oops, oh, I'm here. This is where I want to be. My brain just stopped working. Oh, buckets of water. Really? Go get some buckets of water, I guess. Buckets on buckets on buckets. Okay. I'll go down to the sub-basement because that's where I've got a sink. Really should. Oh yeah, I like this. This is going to be neat. Gonna be neat. Two, three, four. I don't know why those don't stack. There we go. That was weird. 4 radiator blocks. Please and thank you. Yep. Okay. And then do we get our steel plates? We did. I need some copper. Then we can make those guys to make our heavies. I'm going to need to make more heavies. I just realized, so I probably should make some more steel while we're here. That actually worked. Yes, we are playing some Chroma technology. We're having a lot of fun with this mod pack. Like, I'm having a lot of fun with this mod pack. It was a shot in the dark. You see, I set that up a long time ago, and you're the first person to use it. So I'm glad that worked. I was gonna set up like separate ones and swap it for each day and like have a link so you could get to the download link, but if someone uses it when I'm not online, it doesn't share the link. So that didn't make sense. And I knew I was gonna forget to change it. Chroma Tech isn't, I wouldn't say it's new. It's been out for a while. It's a mod pack that was put together by a French YouTuber and his friends. So most of the content for it is in French. Like the in-game stuff and everything's in English, but like most of the content you'd find for it online is not in English. At least I haven't found very many people who have played it. But I'm having so much fun. It's a kitchen sink pack. It's very much along the lines of MC Eternal, because it's kitchen sink. There isn't heaps of changed recipes. There's a massive quest chain that goes on for pages and pages and pages and pages. And I love a good check the box mechanic. Give me all the things that I need to complete. Like, it's huge. It just keeps on going. There are other dimensions to go and explore. There is there's Galacticraft, so there's all the planets to go visit. There's also some endgame stuff. There's creative items that you've got to craft, and they all have silly shenanigans recipes. So it's kind of like a perfect combination mod pack. It's got a good quest chain. It's got lots of fun mods to play with. It's got some mods that I've not played with before. It's missing a couple of mods that I would expect to be in here. There's a couple of quality of life mods that are missing, and stuff like that. But generally speaking, it's been pretty good. There's a lot of the mob spawn seems to be really high, so we found that's caused a little bit of lag on the server, just where there's a number of us playing, when like all of us are online, obviously you load up a lot of chunks and stuff. So yeah, I recommend lighting up the caves, otherwise you have a lot of mobs spawning and that causes a bit of lag. But yeah, it's a very heavy mod pack as well. There's 350 mods in here. So just be aware, you do need a bit of a chunky system to be able to run it. But it is a lot of fun. I'm having a lot of fun with it. Good morning, good morning, good morning, JC. How are you? How is your day going? Got one heavy. I need 23 more. Oh, I needed oak wood planks. How have I not taught the system how to make oak wood planks? Really? Oh, I don't have patterns either. What is even going on? Oh, that's why I was making the nether quartz. I don't have a sawmill set up yet, do I? Yeah. Okay, we'll just do it this way. For right now, I'm not even... yeah, no, we will teach this. We'll just wait for these to happen. Penny box keeps filling it with passive mobs. Well, uni, because that's probably the only place they can spawn. There is a... What's the mega torch from? Mega torch is from Torchmaster. At torch... Make this, uni. The dread lamp. Dread lamp prevents passive mobs from spawning. If you don't want... no, that doesn't work. Yeah. The dread lamp prevents passive mobs from spawning. To make one of those, chuck it in your in your Britannia box, and you should be good. It's basically the opposite of the Mega Torch. Yeah, yeah? Yeah, yeah. Okay. Patterns? Okay. Now I can make heavies. That's what I was doing. 23. There we go. You are welcome. I've not used it before. I assume it works. The Mega Torch works. So I'm assuming the passive mob blocking is going to work as well. But hopefully that will help. Okay. Well, that's happening. What else do we need? Steel sheet metal and 10 blocks of steel. Ooh, this is going to be expensive. Let's teach it how to make steel sheet metal. And the blocks of steel. Very expensive recipes. I think that's going to be it for my recipe slots. I'm going to need to make more interfaces. A couple left. We'll definitely need to make some more interfaces. So I need 10 of those. We use a lot of steel. And then how many sheet metal did it say? 27. And it looked like I had 16 already. I need another 11. And we still have to make the alternator. So we're going to need some more of these. But, you know, this will do for now. That's something I've noticed. I can't right-click items into my AE system like I can with RS. I don't know if that's a bug or... Oh, I need the heavies. Or if that's... See, like I can't... I'm trying to right-click a single there and I can't do that to drop it. I mean, it's not the end of the world, but still. Okay. So, let's get this hooked up over here. I always forget the layout for this guy. Going that way? No, we're going this way. Stop. Okay. Yeah, this is the machine room in the sub basement. Oh yeah, JC wasn't here. So in the sub basement down here, I'm gonna have my void miners. Need to work out what I'm doing here. So yeah, void miners will be along the sides in here, and then this is kind of like the machine room. And I'm gonna use steam power as my main power source, JC, because one steam turbine can produce up to 24,000 RF. If I build these 8, we're gonna be able to do 200,000 RF. So yeah. So the vault is coming together. This'll keep us powered, I think. I think it's gonna do us well. So let's get this lined up. These go here. Yes. Yes. Okay. Let's get some stuff off my bar so I can... So these guys go like this, and then you go like that. And then there's a gap. And then 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Like so. Yes. Then the steel goes in the middle. It's the rod down the middle. Oh, okay. Yeah. I do like... Oops. I do like the mech steam turbine. It's definitely one of my favorite power gens. Mainly because it just runs on water, right? Like, there's a lot of infrastructure to set up, but it, like, once it's set up, it runs on water, and that's amazing. They go like that. Right. Right. Like this, and like that. Like, hang on. Did I not bring enough? Oh no, that one doesn't go there. That one goes there. And then where? Okay, then pipes go like this, and there, and these guys go here, and this guy goes here. That's it, right? I think that's it. Which one do I click on? No, I think I've got this wrong. I feel like this is wrong. Oh, that. No. What am I missing? Oh, I did do that wrong. That guy goes like there. And this guy goes there. That's what I'm after, folks. There we go. There is our steam turbine. Nice. And then we'll hook up the alternator before we hook the steam into this. Let's go back up and... Mech was nice, could be a couple of million. Yeah, yeah. And I mean, I don't know if I need that much power. If we do get to the point where we need millions of RF a tick, I haven't decided what I want to do. Right? I don't know if I want to... Like, I can do a mech reactor. What? There's also... I mean, like... There's advanced generators, but they only do like 50,000 RF a tick. There is the draconic generator. I could do a rainbow gen. I haven't done a rainbow gen before. At least not one that always runs. There's the solar panels. The high-end solar panel produces... Where is it? Oh, see, even the high-end solar panel in this pack only produces 500,000 RF a tick. That's not nearly what I was expecting it to be. I expected that to be much higher. I mean, there's a creative solar array. That does 4 million RF. Well, I guess that's unlimited. That's a very expensive recipe. My goodness. Holy moly. Yeah, that's on the future. Yeah, I haven't played any 116 mod packs yet. I think that'll be the next thing. I don't know. I mean, I think this playthrough, Chromatech's gonna go for a while. But I think whatever the next playthrough is after we finish DDSS will probably be a 116 pack, which could be fun. Could be fun. Okay, so we need to also make this alternator. So we need. Let's also teach this how to make HV capacitors, because that's a thing we're gonna need a few of. Treated wood. Okay. Blocks of lead. You know how to make redstone? No. Going to need molecular assemblers. Can I make 4 of these, please? Can. Interface. Can I make 4 of these, please? I can. Beautiful. Let's do that. And we've got exactly enough room here for these guys. So let's get our HV. How many do I need? I need 5 capacitors, so I need to make another 4. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Beautiful. I already had the treated timber, which is nice. Okay, they're not going to stack. That's okay. And then I need 8 steel, 2 blocks of steel. No, we're gonna run out of steel. Okay. Okay. That's fine. We'll make some more. 2, 300? Sure. Coal? Oh, I don't have 300 coal. That's okay. I definitely have coal ore. I haven't opened your chest yet, JC. Let me know when you're back and around, and we'll go open your chest and see what. Show people what you've been working on. Chris is 2020. Hey, Katiana. Hey. Hey. I think we're gonna be fine. My little sulfur farm that I was setting up last night is gonna do great things. It's gonna be fine. There's no need to worry. And in all my spare time, I'm gonna get all of the ore processing set up, and it's gonna be a great thing. It's gonna be a great thing. We're gonna be fine. Just gonna keep telling myself that so that I don't cry myself to sleep. Because that DDSS, whoo, that DDSS, you're gonna get ya. Okay, I would like my coal. Thank you. Sorry, that was me lagging the server for a second there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go 5 stacks. Do I have... It won't be that bad. I'm gonna grab... I've got conduits. I'm gonna use them. The shenanigans that I've got set up upstairs, not happening anymore. Okay, let's go get these running. Because with magnets and stuff, it's just a bit of a mess. So let's replace this stuff. These crazy whatever mess I thought made sense at the time is going. All going. Don't even care. It looked cool, but you know, practicalities. Oh, I'm gonna need to... we might run... We're gonna run out of room for creosote. I could also move these all closer together to be less taking up all the space, but that's fine. Okay, so let's do this. You and you. Let me place. Game. Catch up. Extractor is active. Extract. No, that's not extract. Extractor is active. Insert. Okay. And then same for this one. Insert. Extractor is active. And then I am looking forward to playing with Create. I think that is going to be a lot of fun. That's one of the main reasons I would like to play a good 116 pack. Okay, that's going to make our... Yeah, I think I would have an absolute blast with Create. I think that's going to be... I think that's going to be one of those mod packs I'm just like, yes, this is so much fun. Let's ignore this janky conduit. This is better than the than the cable, than the conveyors we're running. I will move these at some point. I don't know if we'll put these in the base or if we'll just like sit them up next to each other here probably. But this will make us some more steel. Is there a better way of making steel other than seeds? Because we're not up to mystical agriculture yet. Steel. Electrical steel. I just want like normal steel. Steel ingot. Redstone furnace. Okay, induction. Oh, that's 4 coal for 1 though. That's not a great return. Oh, coal coke? I could do that though. 99 mods something pack. Only tech is create an immersive engineering. Oh, that sounds fun. Alloy smelter? Oh, I don't think I've got an alloy smelter yet. Oh, that's 1 to 2. That's better. And that's okay. Yes, I could do that as well. Okay. So either way, I'd either need more coal or I need to wait for the coal coke to process. I can time in a bottle this. I just need to do this real quick. This is so immersive engineering is a great mod pack, but to time in a bottle, you need to know which block to time in a bottle. So see how this is the block, this front middle is the one that is doing the TPS. That's the block that I need to time in a bottle to make this machine go faster. Now if I look in here, see, now it goes faster. We probably need to time in a bottle, or actually it's probably those. I don't know actually if they make a difference or if it's enough just to, yeah. Coal coke for days. And then same for this. This one I can't click because it's the middle block and I can't get to the middle block. Which, you know, it's okay. These things, they happen. So I can't tick accelerate this, which is a little bit annoying. But at least I can tick accelerate the coal coke. So what I could do is do the coal coke and then go chuck it in immersive in an induction smelter. Yeah, in the induction smelter to make it run faster. Oh, how I love time in a bottle. It's a little bit cheesy, but you know, these things are almost at 40,000 coal. Well, I mean, some of us don't have crazy shenanigans farm set up yet, and we're just taking it slow and, you know, playing through the pack. Potox's base is quite significant. He's put significantly more hours in on the server than I have. In fact, I'm probably the last on the server. Yeah, I'm getting there. I'm just a little bit slow. But you know, GDSS takes up a lot of time. A lot of time. So that's a whole thing. Okay, so now we're starting to back up on our coal coke. How much steel do we have? Not enough is the answer. I'm just passively burning through 4 million coal. I mean, that makes sense. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna steal that back, and we'll get a stack of coal coke. Cadiana's closing in on 2,400 hours. My goodness. That is shenanigans, my friend. Shenanigans. Okay. I'm gonna finish singing so I can steal you. Oh, it's full. No, we're at it. This is what I was worried about, folks. Okay. We're not gonna worry about that. We're just gonna use this. This will be enough steel for what we're doing. I need to, do I have a, hang on. Tank. I do have a spare black hole tank. Yes. Yeah, we can do this. We can do this, which is a little bit cheesy, but you know, who cares? It's empty, yeah. I need a lever. I need a lever. Yeah, there we go. How the hell do you run a redstone signal into Endrayo? With the redstone conduit. Yeah, Jody made it rain. That's it. Is it nighttime? No, it's daytime. It's almost nighttime. We can sleep soon. Okay. So we're gonna chuck this in here. Make more steel real quick. U plus U equals steel. Cool. Okay. So all that was to get steel so we could make steel sheet metal and steel blocks, right? I'm gonna make 2 blocks. And already forgotten how many sheet metal. 8 sheet metal. Okay. And then HV coils. HV coils. Hang on, what? High voltage. Oh, high voltage coil block. High. Oh, let's grab our interfaces and our molecular. We need more of these in place. Basement 1? I don't know where I'm going. Yeah, basement 1. Gotta watch. I'm about to run out of flight, so I need to keep an eye on that. Okay, so then high voltage coils, these guys. I don't know if I've got enough HV wire for that. I guess we'll find out in a second, won't we? How many do I need? 6? 6. I definitely don't have enough wire for that. Nope. Steel. Okay, we might actually have enough. HV. Yeah. We probably should teach this how to make this, given that this is a recipe that we're gonna to make all the other steam turbines and stuff. We'll probably use a lot of that, so 6 of those. Beautiful. Okay, and then generator blocks and more heavies. I needed the steel sheets for that. How many heavies do I need? 4? Do I need like 16? Calculating, please wait. What? Here we go. Like, what is going on there? And what was this? Is generator block. Generator block. This one. Ooh, that's a whole multi-step process. Need more patterns. Really need to get into some more passive resource generation to make this easier. I'm gonna need more than one pattern because I'm gonna start hitting some things that I want to do that I'm gonna need way more resources for. Generator block. That guy, you require that. Which I don't think I've got just LV wires because basically all of them I have insulated, so that's gonna be a whole thing. Locker assemblers. You guys can go in here. Normally I recommend stacking your things vertically, as we've discussed before. Horizontally means they're all using the same interface, so there's a higher chance them all trying to use the same assembler. So stack them vertically, you'll get more out of it. But anyway. Refined storage at A2. That's a really interesting question. I think they both have their strengths, and I think they're both good at different things. Need some more copper wire. For example, like I think refined storage's drive system is nicer than applied logistics just because you don't have the item limit. And I think the refined storage fluid crafting is really slick in comparison to AE2. But at the same time, I think AE2 has some really good options when it comes to why is that slow? So AE2 has much better crafting monitor system. I prefer the why is my brain not working? I prefer the interface system with AE2. So, you know, like, I think they're both very good. And you can play with either. This pack only has AE2. I like the... See, I like channels. I like the complexity that it adds to your build. Because once you work out how to get P2P networks running, like, in a semi-logical manner, it becomes a lot easier to kind of work out what you like, how to lay out your base and stuff. Hey Kara, happy Sunday. How is your day going? I hope it is well. Okay, let's get our generator blocks. I did 6 of those, yeah. 6 or 8? 8. Okay, and then while that's happening, we'll grab our steel. We'll grab some more copper. We'll make the heavies. I need to get an automated one of these up and running, but we're a little ways off that yet. Okay, and then I need 4 heavies. Yeah. 2, 3 more. Silver ingot? Sure, I'm gonna turn these blocks back into... Okay, you enjoy your stroll. Okay, make those guys. And then... I actually need more capacitors. I need another 6 of these. That's gonna need aluminium and more steel. Let's go grab the steel that was being produced up on the surface. Let's just fly because it's faster. So what if it uses up my fly time? I only got 31 in all that time? Rip. Let's grab... Nope, it's still... Okay. 31 still helps. And then... What was the other thing I needed? Aluminium? Jeez, okay. Aluminium. Oh yeah, we got plenty of that. That's fine. I should probably teach system how to make this, because this is gonna... I don't have it set to auto feed into the one next to it because not everything that gets pulverized also gets smelted. And at the moment I only have one pulverizer, so it's a little bit janky, but you know, it's fine. One of the things that I wish... how many did I need? Another 6 of these. Need 10. Okay. One of the other things that I wish that you could do is like tongue doesn't work all the time. Refined storage, you can stack your interfaces, whereas A2 you can't, and that kind of sucks. Like, I would like to be able to feed interfaces into interfaces to extend the number of recipes in a machine, rather than have to use different sides. That's just a thing. Okay. HV. Another 6 of these. And then we'll need to make some flux, but we will worry about that in a moment. Let's get this built. Okay, so this connects to the end of this. So we go... high voltage goes here. Now, these guys are going to go here. 1, 2... hang on. Let's do this. Turn that off. Hey, let me... off. Off. It's not necessary to turn those off. It's the OCD in me, and I apologize. Okay. And then where do the heavies go? Okay, yeah. So then these guys go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the heavies go 1, 2, 3, 4. And then it's the... yeah. And we've got the... oh, I didn't grab the generator blocks. Generator blocks go around here, like so. Our steel blocks go in the middle, and these guys go around this one. Okay, and then we hammer there. Perfect. And we want to set the opposite face of all those to import. Opposite face of all these to be import. Perfect. And then we want to hook the pipe up back here. Okay. And then this is... oops, that was not what I wanted to do. This is now running. Okay, so now we have 2 steam turbines running. These are filling up all of their buffers. Nice. Let's grab a lever on this so we can turn it off when we're not using it. Although I don't really need to turn these off. I just like to have them there. And then we'll grab some scaffolding to cover this. Chisel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. Exactly how many I've got. 6. Okay, so that's kind of how we're going to do our power. I need to get the flux output. I need to get the flux on these. Because like I said, the steam turbines will just constantly produce power, whether or not you're using it. Unlike like the diesel generators, they'll only produce power when they need to. This will constantly produce power. Can we get the flux points? Insert into, no, flux plugs, extract. This is what we need, flux plugs. But to make more of these, you're going to need... I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11? Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One, two, three, four, 5. Okay. Oh, why is that not running? That's interesting. I wonder if that's a glitch or if I don't have enough steam. Oh no, wait. Oh, maybe it does stop when it fills up all the power. I didn't think that it did that. Okay. So that's it. So now we can cap out at 50,000 RF a tick on just these 2 generators alone. We probably should make another pump jack as a backup so that when this one runs out, it'll still be a net positive on diesel. That did stop. Did that stop because we're not producing enough steam? Interesting. I wonder if we're not actually producing enough steam. Because that's not spinning very fast. So I actually don't think we're producing enough steam. So is 1 boiler to 1 steam turbine not enough? Or is it shutting down because all this is full? I didn't think that that's how the steam turbine worked. I thought the steam turbine ran regardless of whether or not you're using the power. The one problem with these pipes, I can't see what's going on in them. What's the rate? I think it says in the book. So, the steam turbine... boiler. So boiler produces 750 millibuckets of steam. For 1 millibucket of diesel. But how much? Fluid pipe at the front of the machine represents the energy input. Steam. Kinetic energy output produces torque the max speed to work in its alternator. So it doesn't say... It doesn't actually say how much steam it uses. So I based my 1-to-1 on what we'd originally built. Welcome back, JC! Because what we originally built, the 1 boiler was running fine. But I'm feeling like 1 boiler is not enough. Because this one isn't even starting. So this one's probably running at full. And then this one isn't getting enough steam. Which is why it's not running. So does that mean I'm going to need more boilers for what I'm trying to do here? Yeah, RF storage is full. This is all maxed out. But so's all this, right? But I guess one of these at least is running. So this one's pulling power out. So unless the steam turbine does turn off when you're not using the steam. But then I would probably expect the steam to back up in the boiler. But I don't think it's doing that. Yeah, see where the steam isn't backing up? I'm thinking the 2 boilers is making just enough to keep 1 turbine running. So I'm going to need significantly more infrastructure than I thought I was going to. That's okay. Yeah. Because at the moment I'm only using 6,000. Oh, that's true. Yeah, hang on. Do that. Just stick the steam pipe on 1 and see if it goes up. So then I'm gonna guess this one kicks in. Oh, it's not kicking in. Okay. Oh, maybe there's a pipe problem. Maybe there's a pipe problem here. Because the steam's backing up. Oh, I'm very confused. Yeah, see, I've never had problems with these, so that's part of why I did this way, because I was like, yeah, this is going to be neat. Let's do this. Let's reconnect this, reconnect that. Yeah, no, I just did that though. Oh, no, that one wasn't connecting. No? Game, why are you being... I have all the steam in the world. That is definitely connecting there, right? Unless the scaffolding... No, it's definitely connecting there. Why is this... Hang on, let's reform this machine. Yeah, they are. Could turn off these ones. Turn these off. Oh, yeah, so maybe it is. Maybe it is just that it's not needed. See, I always thought that the steam turbines just ran, regardless of whether or not the power was being used. But it's not. It does seem to turn off when it's not in use. I mean, I'm okay with that. Yeah, the diesel gen does that, but I thought the steam didn't, which is why I was very confused. But you know what? This works. This works. So if it's gonna... Okay. That's cool. Yeah, power has to go somewhere. That's right. Yeah. I still thought, though, that that the steam... Because it would still create the power with the alternator. It just wouldn't go anywhere. But you know what? That's okay. So it'll... So the system is going to be smart enough that it will... I'm just going to do these all the same, because then I can turn things on and off as I need to. Completely unnecessary. I know, but hey. And then the boiler probably won't be backing up. Yeah. So these are not backing up anymore. Well, no, because it'll still use it. So, I mean, I guess this is not running at full capacity. So this is probably running at full capacity. So what I think is, this isn't running because it doesn't need to run, because we're not using all the power. But the math that I was thinking for this is it can take 2 boilers. So I would be intrigued if we add a 3rd boiler, if it starts to back up then. Because it doesn't actually say in the book, steam to produce kinetic energy, built as such, applying resistance, yeah. The fluid pipe at the front, so the machine produces however much Nm of torque at the max speed of 6,000 rotations a second. And maybe that's... Well, see, that's what I thought it did. But then I would expect this one to run even though it's not... Even though it's not being used. Right? So I don't know how much steam turns into 6,000 rotations a second. That's a lot of rotations. I assume Rads has something to do with rotations. I don't exactly... I'm not smart with with cars and mechanics and that kind of stuff. But I know this spins at different speeds, right? So I feel like this is doing what it's meant to do. We're not backing up on steam because it's using all of the steam. Because we're drawing power from here. If we weren't drawing power, then maybe this would stop. So like if I stop these, so they're not drawing power. Like so. Let's see if this stops when these fill up. These all fill up. Yeah, so this... Okay, so that is the mechanic. That is the mechanic. So this is stopped. These will still not back up because they're using the steam. Yeah, okay. So that's the mechanic. As long as there's somewhere for the power to go, it will use steam to generate power at whatever rate you're giving it steam. So I think we're okay. I think this will automatically kick in if we need more power. We'll automatically kick up the second turbine, and it should be able to run them. It may not run them both at like max capacity, so we may still need more boilers. But I guess we'll experiment with that when we're drawing more power. Because like even there, so it's probably refilling something. So it's still running. It's just not running very fast. And then it's going to stop. Because the power's full. I'm okay with this. I'm okay with this. It means it's semi-smart. And we just need to to plan accordingly. That looks so neat. I tried putting the flux plugs directly on the alternator, but they don't connect, which is why. So that's why I've got these here. I could put like a flux cable there to connect them all, and just have a single plug for each. And we might do that later. I just need something that can handle, what is it? 12,000. I need signalium flux tuck to do that, and then I wouldn't need the capacitors there. Because the capacitors look a bit chunky. They look a little bit weird there. But yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Okay, let's put this scaffolding back. Now that we know we're not janking things up. Okay. Cool. I'm pretty happy with that. And this will scale. Like I said, we'll need to do more pump jacks. But I think for right now, this will cover us for our power needs. Team at full capacity, even if... Yes, yeah. That's what I thought. Yeah. So, and I think it is one boiler to one steam. So in theory, we should be good to run the 2 off 2. Hey, Grim Reaper, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the pack. Happy Sunday. I hope you're having a good one. Yeah, I think this will work. And then, like I said, we can scale this up. And depending on what we need, it's going to use what we need. So, it is terribly inefficient. Yes, 100%. But like we checked, as long as we have one pump jack for each boiler, I believe it will keep up. And it does look cool. JC's absolutely right. I think it does look very cool. And like when this whole room's full of these, I think it's going to be super neat. If you had thermal pipes instead of plugs, they will be all working, skewing all steam. If you had thermal pipes instead of plugs. What? Hang on, I'm confused. What do you mean, Naga? All working and consuming all steam. What do you mean by thermal pipes? Oh, my can's empty. Yeah, there was nothing in that. Thermal pipes get energy from all sources at the same time. Oh, sorry, yeah. So if I put the thermal flux pipes, you mean? Yeah. Yeah, it would be working better. I don't have, because these output 4,000 RF a tick. I don't have enough throughput for that. I would work worse. Well, it wouldn't, as long as I'm right on the 1-to-1. I mean, it would still generate the power. It would just split the power usage across multiple machines. Right, from each consumes a lot of steam for no reason. But haven't we established that it's going to use the steam regardless? The 2 would run at slower rate because the steam was split between the 2. I think that's how it works. Does not... Oh. So I think then what we're finding is you only need one boiler to run a turbine, but 2 boilers can run a turbine. So if we had a 3rd boiler, we would be backing up on steam. I think that's what we're establishing here then. I mean, you gotta science this stuff out, folks. When there's only so much information in the book, like, you use your best judgment to kind of guess things and test things and set up your hypothesis and your theory and see if it all works. And we're still net positive on the diesel, even with the 2 boilers running. So I'm still happy with that. I think I'm okay with this. There's definitely some things we can do to make it run better. We'll need some more pump jacks. But this will cover us as we scale up for probably the foreseeable future. Because I think it's going to be a while before we're using that much power. Start over in TDSS. Yeah, Kadiana. Redstone controller to activate them. Yeah, and we can do that as well. Yeah, so we can set it up so at the moment they're just on or off with a lever. So I could even turn this one off so it doesn't actually run. And I could turn it back on again when we need it, when we're actually using that capacity. But yeah, we could set up some smarts so that they only kick in when power's under a certain value as well. And maybe we'll do that in the future, because I would like maybe like a control panel. Like we set up a little control panel here that we can see how much power is in the network. Because that's in here, yeah. At Ender IO. Yeah. No. Inventory. Where's the energy monitor? This guy. Yeah, there's a power monitor. So we can set up like a little thing here that shows like how much power we're producing, and if we're under a certain amount, maybe we trigger these to turn on and stuff. Mod broke since 2008 and is still broken. I mean, to be fair, I don't think immersive engineering has changed since 2018. Right? You gotta... It's one of the things that I find with the work that I do is when things generally work and people need and like people can work around the problems, you don't change them. It's only when something is really, really broken and the person who built it in the first place needs it fixed that things get fixed. I keep getting updates about this. IE's dead. Don't say these words in this chat, Naga. I should burn in a fire. Oh, hang on. What are you... Oh, you're talking about immersive engineering. I thought you were talking about IE, the browser. Don't worry about me. Now I'm very confused. Are you saying that immersive technology was busted in 2018? Not... I don't know. No, you've lost me. I'm officially confused. I need to buy some more chorus fruit. Oh, well, that's not a good... That doesn't sound good. Get another 10. There was the whole... There was the whole split from Twitch thing that happened, and you had to opt in to getting your account switched over. So, I guess if they opted out, or whatever it was that happened with the Switch, maybe something weird happened there. Immersive tech's only, I guess the distilled waters from immersive tech. Immersive tech doesn't add a lot to the mod though. So, I mean, yeah, we're using the distilled water for a better return. But yeah, it seems to be fine. We should lock this drawer now that we've got salt in there. Okay, cool. So this is working a treat. So what is next on the list? So, okay. We need... The next thing we need... So, okay, we've got power. We've got basic machines up and running. What we need to do is start getting more machines up and running, which is going to require more equipment. I think that's probably our next area of focus, right? So we've got our power running. Away all these things. Okay, so we've got power, we've got storage, and we've got really basic crafting. I think what our next focus in this pack needs to be is ramping up our crafting abilities and then focus on resource generation. I think that's going to be our next focal point. But for now, I think it's time to go drink some beer. JC's Bar and Grill, now open at spawn. Good for one free drink. Does that mean... Hang on. JC. Does that mean I can't drink this one? I have to hand this one in? Is that what you're telling me? I get one free, and then I have to hand this one in to get another one free? I can drink that one too? Okay, cool. So what do we get? I don't know what these are. Apple cider? Apple cider. Okay, so let's go to spawn, and let's find out what JC is on about. Let's take our cider with us. Now, if you tuned into JC's stream last night, you would have seen him building this. You put... Oh no, JC didn't sneak any of the... Yeah, okay. As I say, never mind, my brain. Let's sleep before we go to spawn. Oh, the sun's about to go up. Don't drink and fly. That's correct. Don't drink and fly, folks. It's not a good idea. Okay. So JC has built the first shop on the server. He's also left all of his supplies here. So they're free. It's in spawn. It's free. It's free. JC's Bar and Grill. He's building this on stream last night. It's very cute. I love the patio. I love these chairs. Like, seriously? Oops. How good are these benches? Pretty neat. I do like. Got some furniture inside. We can sit at all the tables and chairs. There's some stools to sit at the bar. I just need a bartender to serve me. Clearly no one's working today. I mean, really. We've got some benches outside, and then in all of these drawers. So if we just sneak around the back here, folks. These are counter drawers from Mr. Craze. Mr. Crayfish's furniture mod. So each of these have all the different drinks that JC is currently producing. So this is with Pam's Brewcraft, which I've never played with before. So this is kind of neat. There is like so many different options here. Blue beer and red beer. Okay. Sake. And some hard apple cider. Oh, see, we've got hard apple cider. And then if we pop down here into the kitchen, he's still setting up some food production stuff. There's some ovens here. Did you leave some chicken cooking? You left some chicken cooking. So this is very neat. I'm a big fan of this. And then this is the Brewcraft things. You put the mix in and the bottles, and then you get two. Yeah, work in progress. Yeah, of course. I don't quite... Did you have to put... Oh, you have to put the juice. Yeah, so you got the mix, then you put the juice in with the bottle, and it makes the drinks. Is that how it works, JC? And underneath each of these, there's a lava source block, because that's what it requires. It's a bit weird. So what should we get with our... Oh, 2 sets of bottles. Oh, okay. What should we get with our... So we've already got hard apple cider. We could get some sake. Love me a bit of Japanese rice wine. Renault Gold. What's Renault Gold? Hard lemonade. Hard lemonade. I think that's where we're going. I'm gonna take... Do I take a whole stack? Good for one free drink? Or is it one? Or is it one? These need to be spread out into like, take a stack of 8 or something. One free drink, and it takes a hard lemonade. We're gonna sit on the patio by myself because like everyone else on the server is doing stuff, and we'll enjoy a hard lemonade. Can I drink it? Oh, there's no drinking animation when you're in third person, folks. That's disappointing. I mean, that's some good lemonade right there, JC. That's some good lemonade. What? Social distancing. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly right. I'm sitting at the biggest table by myself, like that douchebag. But I'm social distancing, so it's totally fine. No, this is really cool, man. I love it. I love it. And that's free hearts. I'm gonna drink this free one as well. Okay, so yeah, now it says eaten, so it's assisted in adding hearts. Do we have a food book? No. Have I... Oh, I'm out of wireless range. Yes, yes, I am out of wireless range. Yeah, so this is cool. I think what we need to do is we need to like, I need to get some roads happening or something, so that people can build some more buildings. Now I need to work out what I want to do. I feel like, see, book with carrot to make it. Yeah. I just need to get back to my base to get in range of the my wireless. Oh, okay. So I just got an extra heart because we're at 54. Excuse me, we're at 54. And then this book tells you all the different stuff you've tasted. So we've done the hard apple cider and the hard lemonade. And then it goes through all the stuff you haven't eaten yet, which there's only 1,234. We'll get there eventually. But I've got 14 out of the 50 hearts. And there's 1.3 thousand items to try. My goodness. I need to work out what... See, what I really want is just to be able to buy food. So I don't have to eat food. I don't have to make food. But at the same time, maybe I want to make a sandwich shop. Or like a chicken shop or something. Or a burger place. Because I do love me some burgers. Or a pizza joint. There's a lot of different pizza options, isn't there? Not so... there's a few. There's a few different pizzas. What about burgers? There's a lot more burgers. There's a lot more burgers. And there's a top tier burger, which can always be eaten. That gives buffs. Maybe I do a burger joint? That could be a thing. As long as I automate it and I don't have to craft it, then I'm okay. That's basically what it'll come down to. As long as I can automate food production. I know we haven't really talked about like what it costs to buy things on the server. Because like we've got mystical agriculture, so you don't really need things. Because if you need like diamonds and stuff, think about chocolate shop. Yeah, I'll just copy my chocolate shop from MCE. We'll just take that whole chunk out and put it into this server, and then we can have unlimited chocolate. Oh, you're gonna make a chocolate shop? Oh yeah, no, that works. That means I don't have to make a chocolate shop. Currency can be Chroma coins. Ooh, they're hard to come by because you can't buy them, can you? Oh, you can buy Chroma coin. You get one for 2,500. Okay. It could be Chroma coins, you know. That's not something that's easily produced. But then you need to like say, okay, so like 1 Chroma coin is equal to like half a stack of burgers or something like that. I mean, it's not super hard to produce either, because you can use the Chroma shop to sell stuff to get coins, and you could automate that. But I think the only stuff that Chroma coins are used for that I've seen is for some of the hand-in quests. So like these upgraded swords, these shenanigans swords, they need 400 Chroma coins. Like look at that, knockback 5, looting 10, Reaper 10, and it doesn't tell me how much damage it does. Oh, yeah, it does. Plus 10 knockback resistance, plus 20 max health, plus 500 attack speed, and plus 200 attack damage. Like, that's crazy. Well, no, but I think that's a good thing though, JC. If you can't make the coins, that way the market can't be flooded. If someone wants to go through the Chroma shop and like buy heaps of, like, make lots of coins and then turn them into Chroma coins, or you could just use coins, like, because we have these shop coins and we can pay each other with these. I just don't know if you can do that. You could put a till in the store where you put the coins in. I just don't know if I can get my coins out. Like, I don't know if I can pull the coins. Oh, I guess you would. Yeah, you get the coins from doing the task screen and the player chest and stuff. Maybe that's something we look into. There's some options there where you can play around. You got 18,000 coins. Yeah. Well, that's where I think the Chroma coins kind of make sense, because it's a slightly more limited resource. Because you could buy it with coins, but it's still not like there's some effort involved, right? Because like I can get 25 coins from Birchwood. So, and I think Chroma coins wise, I've only got I mean, I've already got 193 and I've barely done anything on the quest line. Yeah, the only problem with like using emeralds or diamonds or anything like that is like, or like even nether stars, is we've got mystical agriculture, so you can make an unlimited number of those, and there's no value to them. So like there's no, I mean there isn't necessarily a value to the Chroma coins either, but it's not something that is easily produced in terms of like having an unlimited amount of them. Something we can think about. Anyway, but yeah, so I think we'll at some point I will work on setting up some basic roads. I'll probably just do something simple, like we'll put a road out across the front here. I'll maybe get rid of this shack, and maybe we'll do like a cross street here, and then if people want to build off there, we can, and then if we need to expand more, we can do that. Yeah, that's true. That's true. I don't know. Yeah. Use an alt. We could all send like 500 coins or whatever. Alt. Think of alt. Because coins value. Yeah. We'll have a think about that. We'll have a chat about that in Discord and kind of work out what might work. But I like that idea. It just needs to be something that is not something we can auto-produce, right? There has to be some value in it. I mean, does there need to be some value in it though? We could just automate stuff and give it to each other for free. I mean, that's the thing. Again, unlimited resources because of mystical agriculture and void miners. Who knows? Who knows? something to think about. If you've got suggestions, join the Discord and drop it in public chat or something, and the people on the server will have a look and have a think and work out what might make sense. Because I want it to be fun as well. Like, I don't want it to be onerous on people. It's something, if you want to do it, you can build a shop. If it helps people on the server, that's awesome, etc., etc., that kind of thing, right? Not something that you have to participate in. Okay, so it's 11:30, so it's probably a little bit late to start another project for today. So I mean, I can, but it's probably also a good time if anyone's got stuff on the server that they want to show that they've been working on. Sunday streams end says it. Well, they don't. Well, I guess they do. They're only 3 hours on a Sunday. They're just little baby streams. But yeah, if anyone's on the server has got stuff they want to show off, let me know and we'll come visit. If no one's got stuff they want to show off, that's cool as well. I'll start working on some mystical agriculture stuff. So I mean, that's fine. Or we can go and build some roads for spawn. Protox isn't going to be done, so we're not going to go look at Protox's base. JC didn't. Okay, so no one's done anything that I want to show off. That's cool. That's totally cool. So then maybe we should go build some roads for spawn, rather than getting into mystical agriculture at this point. You were planning the spawn build all week? Yeah, no, that's cool. You can look at the journey map but not physically come. I don't think the journey map updates until I go there, right, Protox? Like, I'm only going to see what you've done. Yeah, see, none of this is filled in for me yet. So until I visit this area again, I don't think the map's going to update. At least I'm pretty sure that's how that works, right? Protox's base is cool, by the way. I'm very intrigued to see what because he's been working. Yeah, it's way different. Whoop, that's a thunderstorm. Is it nighttime? Can we sleep? It's not. It's daytime. It's 9 o'clock though, so it's almost sleep time. That's a thunderstorm. Oh man. Daytime, move faster. Yeah. So yeah, we'll save Protox's base for later. If we go build some. Oh, I can sleep through a thunderstorm. Yes. No, not in 112. Not in 112. I don't think that came in until they introduced the phantoms. That 114? I think it was 114. They added it so you can sleep during thunderstorms. The thunderstorms are extra loud in this pack. It's the ambient sounds. I love the sound of the thunderstorms in this pack. I think they're great. I think thunderstorm sound in Minecraft in general is great. I love thunderstorm. I'm one of those people who would happily sit and watch a storm, you know? I always dream during thunderstorm. You always dream during thunderstorm? I'm confused. Oh, sleep. Right. I don't know. Maybe it wasn't a thunderstorm then? I mean, there was only one crack. Did it stop raining? Did someone use a draconic... It did stop raining! Did someone change the weather? Did someone draconic away the rain? I feel like someone draconic away the rain. Uni's still online. Oh, he's AFK. No, it wasn't him. Then what was the thunderstorm crack? Oh, I'm confused. I'm pretty sure I'm the only person on the server who can toggle downfall. It definitely sounded like thunder. I don't think the blood magic ritual would stop the rain. It would only make it nighttime so you could sleep. But yes, people, yeah, well, no, it's always raining on this server though. Like, it's always raining on this server. It surprises me how often it rains on this server. Hey, hey, JC, hey, hey. It's in part of why Botox is building his base the way he's building it. Is to stop the rain from getting in. Too funny. Oh, rain time is... recess with sleep. That makes sense. That makes sense. That makes sense. Okay, I see. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. So we really should sleep more often. We really should sleep more often, folks. Grab a... Do I have a sleeping bag? I don't. I should make a sleeping bag. I should make some red wool so I can make a... I need a poppy so I can make some red wool so I can make a sleeping bag. Poppy! Ah, that's too funny. Red wool. Sleeping bag. Okay. We've now got a sleeping bag on us. We're not gonna be that person who can't sleep now. Okay. I will make a concerted effort to sleep more often. Okay. Yeah. So, JC, were you going to build roads at spawn? Because if you're going to build roads at spawn, I won't take that away from you. I will let you build roads at spawn. If you want to help plan, I'm cool with it. No, you know what? I'll let you go nuts. I'll let you go nuts. I clearly didn't need these. We put these here so that everyone got a free first kill on the dragon. But like 1, 2, 3, 4 of them have been used. I guess it's everyone who's playing on the server regularly. What are you going to make the roads out of? Because I was totally just going to creative in blocks. I wasn't going to craft them. But, you know. Concrete? Okay. Oh, yeah, so you move faster? Yeah, that makes sense. We should have... Okay, so I'm gonna put in some requests. We should have like a town square somewhere. So like this is the teleportation circle thing happening down here. So maybe like if we're gonna have like a road coming off this, we can have maybe a town square somewhere further up here with maybe a road going around it or something. Something like that. I don't know. I'm open to suggestions. And then, yeah, at least a couple of roads so that people can build a couple of shops if they want. But I would count, like, this whole section as spawn, right? I would probably stay on this side of the river for now. I don't think we're going to use up that much space. But I would treat, like, all of this as spawn building. I think that makes sense to me. I'm totally gonna seal these stone bricks. Because I can. Think of something to do in spawn. Nice, Botox. Like I said, it's like I don't think people should feel like onerous to do something at spawn, but if people want to do something at spawn, or if they want to sell a service or a product or something, I think it's a cool thing we can do and have some fun with it. This is also gonna go. I'm just gonna destroy these buildings. One less thing for JC to clear out. I love a good vein mine as well. Oh, so good. Making sure I still have inventory space, because that's a thing. Can't reach? Love that all my tools are silk touch as well. Makes this a lot easier. There you go. Things are out of the way. I need a scoop. Do I have a scoop? I have a scoop. I have a smoker. Let's grab our ender chest and send back a whole lot of stuff. Okay. So if you've ever played with these bees before, if you smoke the bees, then you can scoop them without them attacking you. Pretty neat! I learnt that from someone else on the server, because I didn't know that was a thing. Because normally when you take out this, so if I attack this, they're going to attack me, right? See? But if I smoke them, then they go to sleepy times, and then I can take out the nest without them getting angry. You know, pretty smart. Build a town hall. We could build a town hall as well. Oh, there's caves underneath us. Oh, JC, you weren't kidding. Oh, you were not kidding. Caves for days, folks. Caves for days. Put down like 100 megatorches. I love it. I love it. I love it. I'm going to steal this mystical agriculture. Ah, that was a tall one. I should have used shears. Never mind. There are so many beehives on this server as well. That's the other thing I've noticed. I should upgrade this to a powered scoop. There are so many beehives on this server. Like, I don't know if you can't really tell during the day, but at nighttime, see all these dots? These are all beehives. All the little glowing dots. There are so many. Let's go take out that one by JC. Where was it? Stealing all the things. See the bees? Oh, there's the beehive. Smoke them out, folks. Can I upgrade to a powered scoop? What do I need for that? Powered scoop. A diamond and a power module. Bronze gears. I can do that. I can do that. JC, if you need any materials for building, let me know and I'm happy to make them magically appear in a chest or your inventory or something. Like, especially like if there's special blocks that are like a pain to make. But yeah, let me know and I will happily contribute materials. Oops, that was not what I wanted to do. And by contribute, I mean magic them into existence thanks to OP powers. Let's go make this scoop into... Well, I don't have a mystical agriculture farm like all you kids do. So, you know, I got limits. I got limits of what I can do to assist. Let's grab that. But for server stuff, like, the server can provide is what I'm trying to say. Server can provide. Okay, power module. power module. So this needs... Oh, cool. I've already taught it how to make bronze gears. I clearly needed that for something. I probably need to repair this scoop so I can use it. And then... Scoop. Oh, there's a mana steel scoop. That can be repaired with mana. I want the powered one, though. There are just so many things. I don't have power anymore. Here we go. And a diamond? I'm pretty sure I got one of those. Okay, cool. Nice. Now that will recharge through my flux network, and it won't do damage anymore. That just makes it easier to... I need to move my waystone. But then everyone's going to have to come and get my waystone again. That's fine. Where else were they? So there's 2 up there. There's 1 down over there. See, look at them all. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like, all in a row. It's shenanigans. I'm also doing this so that I get the bees for when I start doing the bees. Because there's a whole challenge quest chain around bees. So, collect them now. I can use them later. Oh, and there's 2 here. The Scoop-O-Matic, the turbo scoop is super fast as well. Oops. So many bees. So there's a whole bees quest down here. Genetics and more. Oh, we need to make so many combs. 64 of each of these combs. This is going to be a whole thing, folks. We're probably going to have to set up like a bee laboratory. Like, and all of these different frames. There's going to be so much bees. There's a robo drone? Clockwork and electrical makes a robot drone. What does the robot drone do? I don't know what the robot drone does, but that sounds cool. It sounds cool, folks. Okay, where else are they on the map? Up there. Up there. Oh, I like a little bit of asymmetric road layouts there, JC. I like some variety. Oh, they're right here. There is a ravine as well. Who picked this spawn location? That would be me, folks. That would be me. Oh, my inventory is full of bees. Hang on. I am absolutely responsible for picking this spawn location. Because the original spawn location was garbage. And I spent a good 30 minutes flying around the world. So the original spawn is down here in this forest, which was really boring. So I spent a good 30 minutes flying around until I found a spot where there was some nice open plains and some forests and stuff. So a bit of variety that we could play with in terms of the spawn setup. So, yeah. Oh, that was not the ones I thought I was getting. But this ravine? Who put this here? Someone should definitely fill that in. No. You imagine? But what we could do... Ideas. Okay. Mr. Pig, you have a hat, and I don't know if I have that hat, so you must give me the hat. I had that hat. Sorry, Mr. Pig. Cover it with clear glass. Yeah. Sorry, Mr. chicken. Gotta get all the hats, folks. It's a hat life out there. Although I'm a big fan of my doggo. Little doggo! And always take out the passive mobs. Because spawn. What is this? Oh, it's a meteor. They're just pathing on mobs, terrible. Minecraft pathing mobs, terrible. Whoa! What threw me in the air? Magic guy? There's got to be a magic guy down there. Magic guy, be gone. Oh, you're infested. See, look at how slow they path. It's because there's shenanigans. Blast off, exhaust, ghasty. I am clearly far enough away. Look how slow the... Oh, we got frog hat. Be gone, silverfish. Yeah, things are going real slow because mobs. No, I've actually walked a fair way away from spawn. It's not you. There's definitely me. I was going after beehives. I couldn't help myself. There's still a silverfish over here, but he'll despawn. Oh, there's more caves. There's caves everywhere. Yeah, look at all the mobs on the map. So, because that's one of the... It's one of the things we struggled with on this mod pack is mobs. They seem to spawn pretty quickly, and they seem to have a lot of mobs spawn, right? And if you're in an area for a long time without leaving it, the mobs don't despawn because obviously you're still close, and that's just vanilla Minecraft mechanics. But it also tends to mean that the those mobs keep trying to path, right? And ooh, there's another hat. Movie maker hat. And the pathing just causes so much lag on the server. And there's the rain. Okay. It's raining again. It's only been one day. I call shenanigans. That's a thunderstorm. Ooh, look at this thunderstorm. JC, what are you fighting? Oh, you're getting rid of a thingy. It's nighttime. The sun is setting. I can get out. Oh, there's... Oh, someone does have something set up to get rid of the thunderstorm. Because I didn't do that. You're watching. I didn't type no commands. So someone must have... Maybe Uni's got his draconic thing turned on. Even though he's AFK. Because, yeah, I know. Or, yeah, or someone might have a Terra set up. This is correct as well. Okay. Are there any other beehives around spawn here? Yeah, there's a couple more over here. Oh, there's a spider tree, folks. How does that work? Because normally... Oh, it does. Oh, a string tree. Oops, that was not what I wanted. Huh. That's neat. I didn't know that was a thing. It works just like a fruit tree, but it gives you string instead. Huh, interesting. Today I learned. Bonsai. No, I think you've got to make the sapling. But yes, you could. String at Pam sapling. Paper bark. Spiderweb sapling. Oh, it's pretty easy to make. And yeah, that gives you string. Yeah. I didn't know that was a thing. I knew that there's the paper bark sapling, but I didn't realize there was a spider string sapling. Yeah, interesting. Cool. More beehives for me to steal. And by steal, I mean get out of JC's way, because, you know, we don't want it. We don't want any hives in JC's. Oh, there's so many hives. Like, seriously, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like, that's probably also not helping with tick time, with like server ticks and stuff. Oh, magic bees. That is because there's also 3 different bee mods. So there's well, as well as like rustic and Pam's bees. So there's forestry bees, plus there's also magic bees, plus there's also career bees. So like there's bees for days. There is definitely no worry about there being too many bees. Oh, there's a white horse there. Hello, Mr. White Horse. I'm getting far away from the spawn again, so I'm going to start getting in spawn areas. What is this? Oh, my inventory's full. Making sound effects because our inventory is full and I can't pick up the thing, but it's still trying to pick it up. Is that a zombie villager spawner? That's pretty neat. Hey, let me just get this beehive. I'll be there in a second. Beehives. Oh, there's another one. There's a couple more on my way back. I'll be there in a second. Oh, it's gonna. Oh, there's so many. I think that works. I think it gives us plenty of options. Maybe if we do one that goes across the ravine, like up the back here. And then someone could build a bridge over the ravine? I don't know. Where do you think we should put the town square? Should the town square like go in here, or should it go like here maybe, or up here? Maybe put glass over the meteor thing? Oh, cool. See into the depths. There are so many caves in this mod pack. So many caves in this mod pack. Yeah, we can make features out of them and stuff. It's lit. Oh, so it's lit up from the mega torch. Yeah. It'd be cool if it was dark in there. I guess it probably. Well. That doesn't really work. Yeah, no, I was just thinking maybe dark glass. So it's dark inside, but that's not really going to make a difference because it's daytime. And like, that's why it's got light there. It's not because it's a cave that's open in the sky. Of course it's got light in it. I'm just, my brain, you know, it's not thinking correctly. Is there stuff in here I haven't eaten? Nope. I've eaten all of them. Okay, I think I've got most of the bees around here. There's still some bees on the other side of the river. I'm not going to worry about those. Because we're not really building on that side. At least not for now. Mr. Squid, you've got a hat. A miner's hat. Thank you. Oh, it's got a little light on it. Cool. And squids in general, server lag. Be gone. Using ranged weapons underwater, not smart, folks. They're not very efficient. The squids are good for calamari, which is useful for food. Okay. I feel like that's all the hives around this general area. A couple up there, but I'm not going to worry about them. More caves. Yeah, I think this is good. Safety first. Cool, cool, cool. Okay, well, folks, it is coming up to midday. And you know what that means? It means District needs to go eat some food. Because, y'all, I'm hungry. I am hungry. And we did achieve a lot this weekend. I feel like we did. In GDSS, we got a lot of our automation set up for our blocks. So we're getting one step closer to singularities. And here on the Chroma server, we have our power situation sorted, mostly. And I'm really happy with how that kind of sub-basement area turned out. So I think next steps for me here, like I said, are going to be probably some resource production and improving automation. So making sure that our machines run faster, get into some Ender IO and that kind of stuff. I think I would like to get back to some quests next week, probably. We might see if we can knock out some more of these thermal quests, or maybe get into some Ender IO quests, because I would like to get into some conduit production. I think that would be really helpful. And we could also then upgrade to some dark armor as a starting point. We'll eventually be able to get up to some stellar armor. That'd be nice. But yeah, I think that's probably where we should focus our energy next week, is getting into conduit production and just generally speeding things up. So, and the conduits will make it easier for us to start producing things. There's probably also need to start on the mystical agriculture farm. Where's that? That's up here. Because I need resource production, right? And at the moment, that tier 1 void miner is not cutting it. I need more. I need more of everything. But that is kind of the way it is. But yeah, that's where I'm going to call it for today, folks. It's a little bit short. We're right on midday here. So I'm yeah, that's it. I'm done. I'm hungry. I need food. I need food in my belly. I'm sorry. But yeah, thanks for hanging out, everybody. Thank you for the love this weekend, and the subs and the follows and all of the fun times together. And we'll be back next week with more of our quest for singularities in DDSS, and hopefully we'll have some. I'll start thinking about shop for spawn as well. I'm liking the idea of a burger shop, folks. Just saying that for the other people on the server. I feel like maybe I'll do a burger shop because I love burgers. But with that, we're gonna call it a day. Love yous, leave yous, and catch you later. Have a good one, folks. Bye for now.